So the first thing I saw was a comment by Crystal W fan. Crystal W fan. She said, I assume she said, she says, I have 2 plots and I think it will skyrocket. And she said, I wouldn't sell mine. Like, cause I did the video. I wonder if you saw it, that I said that I was going to sell my land. And I stand by that recommendation because the land is just so expensive and it cost me so little. And because Chaos Legion is upcoming, and that's an amazing opportunity. So I really feel like it's not that I don't like land. It's simply that the value of the asset has gotten to such a place where I can utilize that value in a different way. And it's a difficult choice where sometimes it's like, if you had an employer and they took care of you and you loved the job and it was good for you, but maybe somebody else came along and they said, hey man, I'll give you twice the money, come over here and work for my company. That's how I feel right now with land, because land is amazing, but Chaos Legion is amazing also, and it hasn't even gone up. And the cool thing about it is that the value of the packs is so, you know, it's at the basement. $4 packs is the cheapest it could be. And yeah, I could wait and buy cheaper packs on the marketplace on Hive Engine, but I don't want those packs because I want airdrops. And so to me, it's like, wow, man, I can sell an asset that exploded in value and buying something much lower. And so that's where I'm at, Crystal. That's why I'm doing it. And I understand you when you say that you think the plots of land are going to shoot up in value. So do I. That's why it's a tough decision. But I strongly believe, like I can tell you, that land has gone up from $15 to $500 or $600 or $900, I think earlier. And that is probably a fair price. But Chaos Legion at $4 isn't a fair price. It's an excellent price. It's a basement bargain price. And so I'm trading something what is probably a fair price for something that's a bargain. And if you feel that like land is going to shoot to 5,000, first of all, I could be convinced of that. Like I'm not denying that will happen. I think it will happen. I just don't know if it's going to happen in the next 2 months or the next 2 years. And that's a big difference to me, because it's my opinion that Chaos Legion will shoot from $4 to like $8 almost the minute it sells out. And it's my opinion that it will sell out rapidly, whether it's 2 weeks or two months after it launches. That's rapidly. And if you guys don't know, they've already sold, like you can see, they sold 1.7 million packs. And they've taken $6 million from Splinterlands, or sorry, from bulk buyers like myself. $6 million is going to buy another 1.5 million packs. The 1.7 million that have already been sold, plus 1.5 million that have already been promised. That's 3.2 million. And I think on day one we're going to see 1 million packs be sold. So that's 4.5 million, maybe 5 million sold by day one, which is January 17th or 18th. And that means to me that we're 1/3 the way through the Chaos Legion thing. And I do believe there's going to be a lull. Like maybe it's a week or two where people are they're not rushing to get more Chaos Pack. But I'm not 100% convinced. And I say to myself, maybe it sells faster than you think. Maybe it does sell out right away because so many people are there. I don't think so, but maybe. I think there'll be a couple weeks. My best guess is like 1 million sold on day one, 5 million sold by the end of January. Then there'll be a little bit of a lull, maybe through February. In March or April, my expectations would be that the packs will have been selling. And as we get to like the 10 million mark, it'll really start to pick up. Because then you're starting to see the last airdrops that'll be available for Chaos Legion. And people who are like, oh man, guess like I need to get more Chaos Packs. I need to get more airdrops. And the prices will have started rising on some of these cards that we know are really, really good. And the FOMO starts to begin. And that's my prediction. Like in the next 3 to 4 months, the prices are going to start going up on Chaos Legion packs, double. Like it could be $8 once it sells out. That's my view. That's my expectation. I could be wrong, but that's the thesis that I'm working on, and that's why I'd be willing to sell land, even though I think that land is amazing. And there was another question or comment on land too. So TT Hammer said that he has land, but he wouldn't consider selling it. And then he went on to say he figured, because I said in the video, I don't think land, I think the question comes down to this, like, I have land, I have chaos packs, which one is going to 10x first from this point forward? And to me, it's most likely chaos, because it hasn't gone up at all. It's at the literal lowest price that they will ever sell it at. During the pre-sale, they were selling them for $24 a pack because of the voucher. And then in the second phase, they were selling them for roughly $7 a pack because of the voucher. On January 17th, in phase 3, the general sale begins. They're selling them for $4 a pack. And that's going to cause them to move quickly. But that's the cheapest they're ever going to be. And then you compare that to land, and like I said, land has gone up by 30, 40 times its price. So that's why I say that, Hammer. And that's why I say that, Crystal. Appreciate you guys asking about that. And, you know, I have to admit, I'm not without my own fear and worry about what could happen there. You know, land is awesome. I don't want to give it all up. I'm actually not going to give it all up. My goal is, so I put it on the market. I tried to list my tract of land. I listed it for 35,000, I think, of Hive. And then what I did was, I got 2 offers that were private. One person from the guild actually reached out to me and said, hey, what about if we went half on it and I give you some cash and we call it like half? And I said, look, I need a little bit more money than that, and we're trying to figure stuff out. And then second person approached me and said, what if I gave you 100 plots of land instead of your tract, and you give me a tract, I give you 100 plots. In that way, I would be liquid, and I would be able to sell a few if I was interested, and that would give me the access to extra chaos packs that I want. That's very tempting, but there's a real problem there because I don't know how to do that without like security risk. He proposed he was going to send me half of the land plots, and then he wants me to send the tract. But I don't want to introduce a trust, thing to blockchain. Like, I wish there was a way I could put it in escrow and then come back to it. And actually, there was Splinter Labs. I saw Bulldog's video the other day, and I don't know if you watch Bulldog, Shingo, but he talked about Splinter Labs, and they are I guess a new app, and they are creating like an escrow where you can trade cards in a safe manner without, I guess, like a feeless market, which is great. But I don't know that it's fully operational yet, and I don't believe they're accepting land. I could be mistaken about that. So all that to say, I love land, but I will sell it if I get the opportunity. And if I don't, I'll also be happy because I'll still keep my land. And I know one day if I sell the land, I'm going to be like, dang, I wish I didn't sell it. But I'm trying to make the best choice I can with the limited information I have, which we're all trying to do.